In this video, we're going to graph the square root function y equals 1 plus the square root of 4 minus x. The first thing we need to do is get this function in a more suitable form to recognize what transformations have occurred. So we can rewrite this as y equals 1 plus the square root. If we take the negative out, we get that it's x minus 4. So from here, we can identify the transformations. So it's been reflected in the y-axis due to the negative appearing here. It's been translated 4 units in the positive x direction due to the x minus 4. So if you take the 0 of that bracket, you get x plus 4. And it's also been translated 1 unit in the positive y direction, which is because of this value here. So next we need to work out the x and y intercepts if they occur for this graph. So if we have a look at the y-intercepts, this occurs when x equals 0. So if we do that, we have y is equal to 1 plus the square root of 4 take 0, and that equals 1 plus the square root of 4, which is 1 plus 2 equals 3. So we have the point x is 0, y is 3, which is the y-intercept. Next we check for x-intercepts by letting y equal 0. So if we do that, we get 0 is equal to 1 plus the square root of 4 take x. Subtracting 1 off both sides gives the square root of 4 take x is equal to negative 1. And now there's no value that we take the square root of it that we get back to negative 1. So because there's no values of x here, where we take the square root of that value and get negative 1, we know that there are no solutions for x, which means there are no x-intercepts. So taking into account our translation, we know that we have the graph starting at 4, 1, so it's been translated 4 units in the positive x direction and 1 unit in the positive y direction, and we put our square root graph through those points, and that's the graph of y equals 1 plus the square root of 4 minus x. So in this slide, we've just got the computer to generate a nicer graph, and you can see that there's still a y-intercept of 3 and the end point or starting point of our square root graph at 4, 1.